A1, transfer payroll and non-payroll payment processing functions from the Auditor's Office to the Bureau of Human Resources and the Bureau of Revenue and Financial Services, respectively. Yeah.
For the record, I still am City Auditor Mary Hall Caballero, and I'm here today with the second consolidation proposal between the Auditor's Office and the Office of Management and Finance. A few weeks ago, you approved code changes to reflect the transfer of assessments, finance, and foreclosure from my office to the Revenue Division. That change reduced redundant steps in the city's assessments and foreclosure processes and allowed my former staff to benefit from expertise that resides in the Office of Management and Finance. I'm proposing today that the payment functions in the Council Clerk Division in my office be transferred to the Bureaus of Revenue and Financial Services and Human Resources. Directors Jennifer Cooperman and Cyrilda Summers McGee have agreed to assume the auditor's payment responsibilities. You may not even be aware that the Council Clerk staff plays a role in vendor payments and city payroll. That responsibility harkens back to a time when the Auditor's Office was responsible for monitoring financial transactions and serving as a payment control. As the Accounting Division and Human Services became more specialized and some controls had been built into the financial software, the auditor's role in vendor payments and payroll has become redundant. I was handing out a handout that shows the process, it's a graphic that shows the back and forth between the Auditor's Office and the Accounting Division to produce vendor payments. And by removing the Auditor's Office from that middle section, and before the checks go out the door, it streamlines the process and makes it a lot more efficient. I have delegated the auditor's charter obligations for vendor payments to the Bureau of Revenue and Financial Services, and I plan to do the same for payroll. Today's council action will amend the code to reflect the transfer. I'd like to thank Directors Cooperman and Summers McGee for working out the details of this consolidation, as well as Controller Michelle Kirby, Payroll Manager Tom Schneider, and Tony Anderson, who supervised the Council Clerk Contracts Division in my office. I'm also grateful to General Counsel Jennifer Eniot for managing the code revisions.
Commissioner Fritz.
Thank you for your presentation. What's the financial implication of this? Is money being transferred to provide this so that the staff in place are going to be able to do the same thing as the old staff?
No. The work that is done in the Council Clerk's office is redundant to work that's already going on in both payroll and the Accounting Division. And so that second step, we're stopping that step, and the work that we're transferring over to the Office of Management and Finance does not amount to like even a half-time FTE or something like that.
So in the financial impact statement, it says that check printers, check stock related supplies are being transferred over. Is there a budget for those within your office that needs to be transferred over?
You know, we have the physical printers that the checks are printed on, and then there's an arrangement between the Accounting Division and Human Resources because the budget item for buying checks and budget for the printers is in the Accounting Division, and so they will work out how payroll will get access to those.
So that internal materials and services is already not in your budget. Thank you.
Very good. Any further questions? Not at the moment. Very good. Is there any public testimony on this item, Carla?
No one signed it.
All right, that's fine. This is a first reading of a non-emergency ordinance and moves to second reading. Thank you. Appreciate your being here. Describe that, please. We will move on to the regular agenda item 288.
Amend ordinance to modify a condition of approval for the vacation of a portion of Southeast Claiborne Street, east of Southeast 122nd Avenue, subject to certain conditions and reservations.
Commissioner Daly.
Thank you, Mayor. PBOT has been working with Portland Parks and Recreation to vacate a portion of Southeast Claiborne Street located east of Southeast 122nd Avenue. This vacation will consolidate property owned by PP&R for the expansion of Leach Botanical Garden per its recently adopted master plan. Staff from both PBOT and PPNR, Lance Lindell and Brett Horner, will quickly walk us through the item, and of course are available to answer any questions. Commissioner Fish, would you like to comment on this item?
Thank you, colleague. Just to say that I'm happy to see that we're achieving another milestone in the Leech Botanical Garden project. We want to thank, on behalf of Parks, we want to thank PBOT staff for their partnership in this important project. Gentlemen.
Thank you for the great introduction. My name is Lance Lindell, Portland Bureau of Transportation, right-of-way acquisition. Again, with me today is Brett Horner from Portland Parks and Recreation. We're here today with a request to amend the previously approved ordinance that vacates a portion of Southeast Claiborne Street east of Southeast 122nd Avenue. This street vacation has been a cooperative effort between PBOT and Parks, and the end result will be a big positive for both bureaus. In this slide, you can see in the first photo, it shows Southeast Claiborne Street where it intersects with Southeast 122nd. The street's currently unimproved with a gravel surface, and this segment of street will actually be retained, widened, paved, and will have a sidewalk added as a part of the Leech Botanical Gardens expansion project that's getting ready to kick off. The second photo shows the portion of Southeast Claiborne Street that will be vacated. It's also unpaved and unimproved, and current plans call for this area to be changed and constructed with a paved private driveway, landscaping, a new gift shop, and administrative offices, again, serving the garden exclusively. Here's a quick slide showing the Leech Botanical Gardens master plan. Right in the center there, you can see the area that is being vacated as public right-of-way, which is outlined in the red box. So past actions that have occurred on this item, back on May 9th of last year, City Council approved Ordinance 188928, which vacated a portion of Southeast Claiborne Street subject to certain conditions. And then in January of this year, the Bureau of Development Services revised the response to the street vacation. BDS determined that the original condition of approval was no longer needed. At that time, there was split zoning that was in place at this site that has been resolved through the comprehensive plan update we recently went through. And also there was a concern about doing a lot consolidation so that the historically platted lot lines would be extinguished. And upon closer review, BDS determined that that section of city code does not apply to lot zone open space. So what happened is Parks was then being asked to do, or to meet a requirement that was quite onerous in terms of survey work and application materials that was not really needed. So in conclusion today, amending this ordinance will remove the now unnecessary requirement for the lot consolidation process. All other conditions of approval for this vacation have been met. So with this amendment, as an emergency item, I'll be able to move forward and record the ordinance at this time, and this will allow the construction of the Leech Botanical Gardens expansion to move forward.
Great. Any questions? Any public testimony on this item? Carla?
No one second.
All right, very good. This is an emergency item. Please call the roll.
Fish.
Yet another example of PBOT and Parks working effectively together. Thank you, gentlemen, for your presentation. Thank you, Commissioner Daly. Aye.
Hardison.
Aye.
Daly.
Thanks for the presentation. I can't wait for the garden to be complete. Aye.
Wheeler.
Love to see it. Oh,
Fritz.
Thank you. This is really a wonderful project, and it's a joy to see it continue to move forward. And Commissioner Fish, to have been a part of helping to plan. Thank you very much for all of your work on it, as well as yours.
Wheeler.
Well, since she voted that way, I think it's good to let her vote. This is fantastic work, beautiful garden. I'm always happy to see it evolve, so I want to thank my colleagues and the bureaus for working collaboratively to make this happen. Thank you. I vote aye. The ordinance is adopted. Next item, please. Item number 289.
Accepted granite construction Inc. for the Southwest Capitol Highway, Southwest 36th Avenue to Southwest Kansas Street, pavement rehabilitation project
Good morning.
Good morning. I'm Lester Spittler, the Chief Procurement Officer. You have before you the procurement report recommending a contract to Granite Construction in the amount of $1,787,787. City Council approved ordinance number 189317 on December 19th to allow procurement services to competitively solicit an invitation to bid for the project. The engineer's estimate for the project was $2,024,646. Procurement Services issued the invitation to bid and received 6 responses on February 19th. The lowest responsible bidder was from Granite Construction. Their bid amount is 11.7% under the engineer's estimate. The city's subcontractor equity program applies to this project, which identifies an aspirational goal of 20% for disadvantaged, minority-owned, women-owned, emerging small businesses, and service-disabled veteran businesses in the subcontractor and supplier areas of the project. Granite Construction has proposed a goal of 20.52% for disadvantaged and minority-owned firms in the areas of handrail fabrication, permanent signage installation, oil and asphalt hauling, saw cutting, traffic control, and trucking services. There are 6 firms that have been identified to perform this work, and all 6 are certified as disadvantaged business enterprises and minority-owned business enterprises. Granite Construction is located in Vancouver. They are in full compliance with all of the city's contracting requirements. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. The project manager from PBOT is in attendance as well. Otherwise, I recommend that you approve this report.
Thank you. Commissioner Hardesty.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you very much for your report. My question is, the disadvantaged business enterprises, do you have a breakdown of just who is included in that? And again, my question is always who's benefiting from these contracts?
Yeah, so the DBE is the disadvantaged business enterprise and distinct certification that the state promotes. It's different from the minority-owned business enterprise certification. So all 6 of the firms that are going to be performing the 20.52% subcontractor work are certified as both DBE and minority-owned firms. And that's as far as the breakdown as we can go.
That's not going to be sufficient. So for me, I just need to know, like, when DBE doesn't tell me anything about who's benefiting from the contract, so I'm really interested in what specific firms are benefiting, right? And just for future reference, I need to know, like, the details of that breakdown.
So you want to know the makeup of the company ownership?
I want to know whether they are identified as a disadvantaged business, which traditionally is a white-owned company, right? They may be starting off, might be a white woman-owned company, at least on paper. But what I want to see is the diversity of the contracts, right? Is this an African-American firm, Latino firm, Native American firm? Is it a woman? The alphabet soup just doesn't give me enough information to be able to determine who benefits from public contracts.
Okay, the prime contractor is not certified, but the 6 certified subcontractors are all minority-owned businesses as well as disadvantaged business enterprises. So I don't know the exact ownership of those 6 firms, but I know that they are all certified with the state as minority-owned business enterprises.
Thank you, I appreciate that. I just, in the future, if you would be kind enough to make sure that I have that information ahead of time, so I would be able to see who benefits from public contracts.
Sure.
That is the question I'm asking. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, any further questions? Any public testimony on this item, Carla?
It's a report.
It's a report. I'm sorry. Commissioner Fish moves the report. Commissioner Fritz. Second. Wow, that's a new one for me. I'm stone cold sober. Commissioner Fritz seconds the report. Please call the roll.
Fish.
Aye.
Hardesty.
I'm really looking forward to the day that I don't have to ask in this chamber who benefits from public contracts. It is a very simple question, and usually the alphabet soup that we tend to use really doesn't give me factual information that I need. What I hope is that the diversity of our community benefits when public dollars are spent, and that's what I'm looking for. And I will continue to ask that question and expect people who are providing public contracts to have those answers for me. I vote no.
You Naked.
Aye.
Fritz. So the information that they're all minority certified contractors is in the council documents. So I'm not sure how much we can delve further into the ethnicity of the businesses. I'm not sure that we can do that. So I appreciate that they are getting 20% minority owned businesses, $366,791 from this procurement. Also really grateful that this project is happening. It's a fixed our street project, thanks to Commissioner Novick and for seamless signs on Capitol Highway.